of snow together. So, here's what I've got. I've got a cup of coffee with a mug that was painted by me in 2005. I made myself a latte with caramel creamer. I actually can't remember what flavor of creamer, but I also used oat milk. And my hair is still drying, so it kind of looks a little wacky, but I usually just let it dry the way that it wants to dry. I have little clips, and I was thinking I could clip my hair away from my face, like so, but I hope that doesn't kind of mess it up while it dries. They're also two different colors. I don't know what I'm going to put on my face, except for the fact, pause for lip balm application, except for the fact that I want it to be sparkly. I don't know what it is, but something about a winter's day just like gives me sparkly and pink energy. As you can tell from everything I'm wearing, my face, probably the colors in my house, sparkly and pink, is not my MO. But a winter's day just brings it out in me. So I think we should start with that. I have this palette. It's a Z palette, which was popular a long time ago. I don't know if they're still popular, but this one I got at Ulta, and they are magnetic, and so you remove the bands from your eyeshadow palettes, and you attach them to this magnetic back, because the bands of the eyeshadow are metal and stick to the magnet. So in this palette, I have the Naked 3 palette, which I've removed from the packaging, though that packaging was really beautiful and was pretty durable. And I have more makeup now that is in less durable packaging. But I think at the time that I got this, I just had too many makeup palettes. One could say that I still have too many makeup palettes, but I use pretty much all of them. This is the Lorac, L-O-R-A-C, Lorac. Matte Nudes palette. This is a single eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's a duochrome eyeshadow, and I can't remember what it's called. Might be called Alien, but I don't think so. It's a copper color with blue reflects. It reflects blue. It's very pretty. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow powder, brow powder, not eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm feeling the vibe of the Naked 3 palette. I'm hearing the call. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush, also pink, happenstancely. I also have the Tartelette in Bloom palette, but I was just going to use this for my mirror. But this does have some good pinks. No, I'm going to stick with my initial vibe, which was the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to use this color. I couldn't tell you the color that it is because I don't know. And as if this is a makeup tutorial, it's not. And we're just gonna put some pink on my eyelid. I think I'm trying to be gentle in my mind with myself right now. That I was loving the quiet of the room. And the moment that I said that, the room became quite noisy. But, you know, that's really okay. The quiet in the room was amazing. I'm going to use this darker shade now. It's also matte. I guess I said I wanted to be sparkly, and now I'm just putting matte shades on my eyelid. Weird. I don't know. It's getting a little more smoky than I wish, though. I don't know. I don't think it's actually that dark. Okay. Let's see. I don't know why I'm bringing it down under my eyes so much, but that's just what I'm feeling today. Yeah. Now for sparkle time. I looked so concerned while I said that. And now it's time for sparkles. So someone's like holding me hostage and Sparkle City. Oh. Okay. I have this Clinique duo in the color Strawberry Fudge. And it has this sparkly pink color. And I'm really curious about it. It also, this brown, it's hard to tell, but in real life, it's like almost purple. Like it kind of has a purple undertone, a purple shift. A purple shift, that's what it's called, that's what people say. So that's an option. Let me tell you all of our options. We also have the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Ladybird. Great movie if you haven't seen it. almost looks like wet, at least on my finger. Oh, there, I can see it in real life, but I don't know if it's picking up so well on the camera. It's this one. I've always been so fascinated by makeup. I think I mentioned this, but I had the wild privilege of, on my best friend's wedding day, doing her makeup. And it was really, really fun. Especially, we tried it out. Okay, I really want to see this Clinique pink one. I'm gonna swatch it on my finger and I'll show you. Oh, it's kind of a shitty texture though. Whatever. We'll add some. I said I was feeling pink and sparkly. During our bachelorette weekend, we demoed it, we tried out our makeup. I think I already said this, but it's never taken me so long to do someone's makeup because we just were laughing so much. And it reminds me of this story that when we were kids, my parents, for Christmas one year, got me a Tarte eyeshadow palette, but before Tarte was cool. And it had all of these jewel tone shades in it. It was, I wish I still had it. I remember it had a sparkly emerald color and a white, a pure white. The shade, what did they call it? The color story of it was just unhinged. I think I'm gonna put, well, actually, let me look in the mirror and see, because on camera it doesn't look so sparkly, but in real life it also doesn't look so sparkly. Great. Let me put some more sparkles on it. Anyway, I'm using this color Ladybird. It looks like this. It's not so sparkly though, it's shimmery. Maybe I mean shimmery when I say sparkly. So, we were kids. Oh no, but I remember it comes off sparkly. Do you see that? Can you see? Oh, putting eyeshadow on my other eye with this finger is tricky. I feel like I don't have as much control. So anyway, I got this eyeshadow palette. It was purple and it had these gold rivets punched into it. It was very 2008. And I really want this shadow to go on his eye. Okay. But it's kind of in a weird spot. Yeah, that's what I want. So this eyeshadow palette. The story I can't finish telling. We, maybe did this too. Maybe not. Maybe we were bananas, but we used to do photo shoots. We would take I don't know, my parents' DSLR, and we would go around our neighborhood I really enjoyed it, and I looked up to a lot of photographers, and it was kind of peak era of like wanting to be a photographer. Like, that was like a trendy, it felt trendy, you know. It was like, you know, 2008 kind of Tumblr era. I'm sure I've talked about my Tumblr girl era, of like kind of like hipster film photography. Like, I had a Olga, like a toy camera that I took pictures on. I had all of my parents' old film cameras. This was like later on when I was in high school. It was something that I was really passionate about, which is interesting to think back on now. Now that I feel like photography and taking pictures has kind of like changed, because everyone has access to like pretty high quality, or can have access to like pretty high quality cameras. Anyway, but I got this eyeshadow palette and I really wanted to try it on my best friend and then go take pictures. And we were so silly. Like, it's so funny to look back on, and it was like we were so sincere about it, but it was so like, it was such a kind of like cringe thing to do in my mind now. But I'm trying to be gentle with myself when I think back on previous like eras of my life and like start to cringe, you know, because, you know, I'm trying to be gentler with my younger self, especially now. Anyway, so I did her makeup, so I have something in my eye. There we go. Oh, maybe it's still there. So I did her makeup, and I didn't know how to do makeup at all. And I remember it was like back in the day where the eyeshadow palettes would come with like instructions of like how to do a makeup look. And so I was like, I'm a makeup artist now, obviously, like 12 years old. And it, in the pictures, because I think they still exist, it literally looked like someone had like punched her in the eye. Like, it's just like, it was so colorful. I mean, because the palette was so colorful. And we like both joke about that a lot now looking back. But then when it came to doing her makeup for her wedding, like, I had this fear in the back of my mind that it was gonna end up looking like it did when we did that photo shoot when we were like 12. And we joked about it so much when we were doing it, and that's part of what was making us laugh so much. And I also just kept being like, oops. And we were like worst reviewed makeup artist. But if I can toot my own horn for a second, her makeup on her wedding day looked beautiful, and I'm really proud of it, because she's a person who doesn't wear makeup, like, ever. Like, literally, when we were in high school, she would like, she was on the big like clumpy mascara train, but now like she doesn't wear makeup at all, and I felt really nervous about, we have a lot of like the same coloring, like she has kind of like hazel eyes, hers are a little bit more hazel than mine, like I feel like mine are more green. We both have like similar colored hair, like she has lighter eyebrows than I do, and her skin is a little bit more yellow, mine's a little bit more pink, but I was just nervous because I didn't want her to look not like herself on her wedding day, but I also wanted to make sure that like she felt that's such a hard line to walk, to like do makeup that makes you feel like yourself, but better. And so anyway, but it ended up looking really good. It took a long time though, but it was also like a really sweet moment between the two of us. Like, I was a maid of honor as well, so I had a lot to do on our wedding day, but to spoil it right now. I got a UV, or not a, is that a UV light? A like nail lamp, a gel nail lamp from Amazon a while ago. And, do I want to use this? This is the Brow Freeze. I'm still figuring out how to use this. Sometimes I use it, looks good. Other times I use it and my eyebrows get all like cakey and flaky and I don't like it. So I think I'm not going to use this today. But yeah, I use that. Gel polish, UV gel. I use the one from the company Beetles. I don't like highly endorse it. It's great. It's fine. I just hate waiting for my nails to dry. That's like, I'm so impatient in that regard, and I usually just mess them up because it's hard for me to sit still for that long. But, yeah, I think I've learned a bit over time as I've done my nails. I think I've had the kit for 2 years or so. Sometimes I also will do the kind of like gel extensions where you use like a builder gel under a smaller UV light and like hold the nail like it's a clear nail and you put it on. But in my experience, they don't last nearly as long as I wish that they would if I were doing that, because it is a pretty time-intensive process to do that. And like, there's people on the internet who like make videos about it and they're like, these lasted for 6 weeks. And like, with my lifestyle, that's not what happens. I don't know if there's something that I'm doing wrong, but I'm also so changeable with what I like on my nails. And I also play guitar, and it's really hard to have long nails when I play guitar. And so I ultimately usually end up just like popping them off because they frustrate me. Because I'm like playing frisbee or playing guitar or doing like baking is kind of hard when you have long ass nails. So I don't love that, though I do that sometimes. And then I also, so when I want to do like extensions, I normally just do like glue-on ones. And honestly, they work really well because it also works in the time frame that I usually use them. Like, I can make press-on glue ones last for a week, over a week, if I'm feeling really zesty. And like sometimes I'll like leave them on and just shorten them, which works well. But sometimes when I get anxious, then I pop them off. That's my issue. Is like it's too much of a good like sensory experience to pop them off. And so then when I get anxious, I'm like, let's do it. You know, I was gonna put on eyeliner. I think not today. Now here's my question: waterproof mascara or not? I don't have any makeup remover, and I've been just doing the horrible thing of putting on waterproof mascara and then just like washing it off with like my cleanser. Sometimes I'll put like a little oil on it, but even then it doesn't really come all the way off. And then just like letting it wear off, which is gross. But when it's cold outside, my eyes water. And then I don't want this to just run down my face. It's actually not that cold outside, comparatively. Oh, jeez. These are the decisions. I think we're gonna go, I'm I was up there like having a good time by myself, just like vibing, chatting with people, like, you know, skiing's so fun because like I love chatting with people on the lift. It's like the perfect little like boop of socializing, but you don't actually have, oh fuck, go wipe that on my pants, but you don't actually have to socialize, you know. It's a thing that I love to do. I love to do alone. I love to do a lot of things alone, but skiing is one that's so fun because like you get to chat with someone for like 5 minutes while you're on the lift, and then you're like, bye, see you never. And it's like great practice, honestly, of like small talk and just being outgoing. But yeah, I wore non-waterproof mascara, and I was like chatting with all these people on the lift. There were these two guys who were chatting me up, and I like was like, one of them I thought was hitting on me, and then I like went to the bathroom and like literally just like streams of black down my face, and I was like, no way in hell, I looked like a hot mess. But I'm a major introvert, and well, I don't actually know. I was an introvert when I was a kid. Like straight up, I would be like, I don't want to spend time with other people. I don't like other people. I think I mentioned this potentially in my last video. And my parents were like shocked by that. They're both extroverts, and they were like scandalized. They were like, something's wrong with you. And I was like, okay, I just don't want to be around other people. And you know, for better or for worse, being raised by two extroverts, there was a lot of pressure to also be an extrovert. Oh, rants, like a mascara on my nose. I heard this trick, and I don't know if it'll work with this mascara, but if you take a spoolie, I've heard that if you take a spoolie and you like go over it with a spoolie, it'll like pick it up. Except for now, my concealer's gone, but that kind of worked. Yeah, high pressure to be an extrovert. So, throughout high school, I was pretty introverted. I had a lot of friends at school, but I didn't hang out with them outside of school. I hung out with like 3 people outside of school, like 5 people outside of school. But like, I was so petrified of hanging out with other people outside of school. And I thought it was like some failing on my part that I like couldn't do it. That I like, and I think the way that my parents framed it, because they're both such extroverts, made it feel like it was a failing, you know? Which I don't think was their intention. I just think they were like bamboozled, you know? I also had a lot of social anxiety. Yeah. And, then I went to college, and I realized it was really possible to be an extrovert. I don't know what exactly changed. Like, I think I was in this space where I got to make the choices about my socializing, and it was way more fun to be an extrovert. And did I often act in extroversion at a detriment to my own health and well-being? Absolutely. And that sucked. But it did also, like, I don't know, I feel grateful for my And then I'm gonna let you get on to the rest of your day so I can get on with the rest of mine. I'm gonna use this bitty brush from Real Techniques. It's just so cute and small. I almost never have occasion to use it, but it's just like the cutest thing. In my opinion, I feel like it's too small for the under eye generally, but oh, that's better. It's not as egregious. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot of powder. Look at that shiny spot. My little mirror ball. The word mirror ball has been stuck in my head recently. It's just like, I feel like it's come up. Probably Taylor Swift's fault, right? Does this look good in real life too? It's always the question. Oh, almost dropped this. Powder is so weird because from far away it can look really good. And then you get up close to your face and you're like, oh no. I look like I'm made of glue. So let me pop a little bit like over on these blemishes over here. Just so the concealer like doesn't move, you know. I feel like my skin just looks very pale. That was kind of my vibe though for like winter. I was having like my dark hair just very like